Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. After a full day of college football, the sun is down, the lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the USC Trojans and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home-field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So Alabama's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And here he comes out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. First carry of the season for this transfer. Plows through the defense. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. This time they'll throw it. Back's got it on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stay home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Trojans will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in at the 40. And now the hit knocks it loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. That opening script from the offensive coordinator didn't lead to a score as they punted on their first possession. Now they have it back. Got room at the 35. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Trojans. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Motion from the back. Russell. Buying time to his right. On the run, fires downfield. It's complete. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Sees an alley. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Sets his feet, it's Russell. Floats it out in space. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Turning it on! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. And not one guy's going to bring them down. And you see it year after year with these guys. And there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll need a bunch on second down. On the move. He's past the marker. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Keelan Russell going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards. starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gibson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. Now on 2nd down. Working the ground game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. No
all by himself down the middle. The 40, 30, at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown Tide!
This quarterback is so unique and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with some swag and some speed with a 73-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Just feeds the running back. Runs through a tackle.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, and you open it up for the passing game.
Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Right at the line. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Handoff for Jarrett. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Well, the defense was ready for that. Offense trying to toss it to get to the perimeter of the football field, but there were just too many defenders. The running back was able to make the first guy miss, couldn't make the second one, though, and it's a loss of yards.
Wants to go up top on second down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. Looking for more room. Pass to 50. Pass to 30. The 10.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a first and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Alabama!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Right side, it's Gibson. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Trojans are in the hurry-up.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Back to pass on second down. Swats it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his tight end. Smashes ahead. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Out wide right, it's Mosley. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabs it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He's looking to throw. Trying to bowl his way in. Into the end zone. Touchdown USC. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
Number 98, set to kick this one away.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Fighting off the defender. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the number 22 team, the Memphis Tigers. And it's Northwestern with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Throwing Russell. Left side is Scott. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Russell going to take a shot at this DB. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but not able to come away with the completion.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Russell from the gun on third down. Got his man to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Keelan Russell stands in and takes the hit. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Again, it's Russell. Moves to his right. He'll pull it down and run. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. Straight ahead, it's Gibson. Got a little space. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Second down, gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on fourth down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Fires quickly. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Throwing Russell. Finds his man. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking for running room. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. The give on the counter. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain. They were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
How about the offense? The offense goes with the run on 3rd and goal, thinking they can push it in there and be physical. The defense is having absolutely none of that. Nice job by the defense, committing to the run, being physical, and stuffing this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeps it on the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Throws it off the RPO. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Out wide left, it's Gibson. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Great place to start for this offense. Sends it back in motion. Russell. Look out! Unloads in the nick of time.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Takes a shot at the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Drops back. It's Russell. Caught. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Down he goes.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Can't get him to the ground. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Making the adjustment on the play. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Got his man. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job. Understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese. 4th and short, that means decision time. Or, for us, green light. Go for it.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Trying to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up for the PAT. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Gibson. Still on his feet at the 40. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Mark down at the 50. First down for the offense.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wants to throw one first. Swings it out to the flat. Shakes off the defender. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Defender got caught a little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. On first down, here comes this offense. Fresh set of downs going up top. Setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Intercepted to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Bama! A pick six. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. On the return, it's Coleman Williams. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And here's the third interception of the night. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. With the clock running, this should be the final play. He's past the sticks. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out and start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.